Hey, what is going on everybody, and welcome to Fantasia. For today, we're going to be jumping into another session of Epic 7 out today. Got some RTA for you guys. Now we're, well, in full force into the season. The new RTA frenzy is being applied to anyone in Champion and above. Thankfully for us right now, we are in Challenger, and maybe this guy is also breathing a sigh of relief here because he does not have to, have that 25% chance to maybe get an unfavorable match condition for the new frenzy. One thing, though, is that a lot of players now have Genesis Raws if they rush through their quest. Now, as of recording this, this is the first day of my last... I think I'm on stage 4 for Genesis Raws here, so it's the first day. I have to wait 7 full days of donating resources to Genesis Raws before I can get him, but once I do, you can definitely guarantee that there'll be showcases and things featuring him. Now, for me right now, though, fighting against Genesis Raws, I actually forget a lot of what his kit has to offer, so I'm a little bit scared, I will say, but my opponent didn't first pick Rinnock, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab her here. That seems like a pretty decent pickup, yeah? And we'll also go for, you can't really debuff Genesis Raws, so let's not go for anything like that. Let's go for a Knight, yeah? How about we go for Empyrean Ilanov? How about that? We'll go for Empyrean Ilanov. Maybe we can put some injury and stuff on our opponents, right? We'll see if they're playing fast or not, in which case it does look like they're playing relatively speedy here. Fallen Cecilia, we got a Zeo. This is a great chance for me to go ahead and throw out DJB as a hand protection unit against the Fallen Cecilia. The Zeo is here to kind of contest with the Rinnock, which is perfectly fine. I think Setsuka would be a pretty decent unit to bring along. I know Genesis Raws has the ability to seal, I believe, in his S2, something of that sort. We can probably ban him if we want to at this point. I don't really feel strongly about fighting against the Genesis Raws right now, so that could be something that we end up doing just as a precautionary measure. My opponent does go for a Celine, which is decent into like my DJB, for example, but do we really care here? Not sure. Not really sure. I think, honestly, into this team, New Kid Aiden seems pretty good. She does seem like a nice option to be bringing along. Yeah, she seems like a pretty good option with the evasion and everything like that. My opponent with the injury, too. Ooh, and then my opponent goes for an MLK Ron. Ah, that now becomes a bit of an issue here, doesn't it? Okay. I think what we'll do is we could still go for a New Kid Aiden to kind of nuke my opponent. We do have some synergy with the injury that's on my team right now. And I think I'm going to have to ban the MLK Ron. I don't think I can fight him with this current setup. He is going to ban the New Kid Aiden, so we do lose out on a lot of nuking potential. The Rinnock is going to provide a little bit. I don't think it's going to be enough. We'll see. We'll see. My opponent's going to go for the Zeo into the Rinnock, I'm sure, but thankfully Empyrean Ilanov does, prevent us from essentially dying immediately to the Zeo, taking half our health away. We do stop that defense penetration. Okay, yeah, so he actually misses, thankfully. Look at that. Setsuka helping us out quite a bit here. Let's go for an S. Ooh, how do I want to do this? Do I want to go for the Raws? Let's go for the Raws. He is really slow. I don't know if he's on the new set. Doesn't look like he is, but we can still dispel things from him. He is only immune to some harmful effects, right? He will, if he dies, he will revive with 100% health, as if we didn't do anything to him whatsoever. But let's just go for this anyway. Good chunk of damage overall. I don't think I need to barrier invert as of right now, because... yeah, I don't really feel like giving Celine that extra attack buff, right? We are stealth on Rinok. Setsuka is not going to be able to get hit by Celine. She is able to deal good damage to DJB or Empyrean Ilanov though, so I do have to watch out for this. He's not going to. He's just going to go for an S1. Nice counter. Ooh, that's nasty. Hitting him out of stealth is huge for me right now, because I could honestly just finish off this Celine. We can cleanse the Rinok in the same move, and then Setsuka on the next turn. Yeah, look at this. We now have the ability to S3 and blind our opponents if we need to for the FCC and the Zio here. He is going to go for a skill null, which is fine. We should again be okay with our Setsuka here. Let's see who's better at this, Setsuka or the Genesis Raz, right? I'm a little bit scared, honestly. I'm a little bit spooked. Let's go for a hit onto the Raz. Let's break his skill null. And then Setsuka will go for an S3. Let's see if we can blind the Zio. I know Raz can't be blinded here. Ooh, okay. No blind and stuff on the Fallen Cecilia. He is going to Soul Burn the S2. He's going to go into the Empyrean Ilanov. It's a bit of damage. He took away a lot of our health. Look at this. Decreased max health by 25% is doubled. So he basically took away half of my Empyrean Ilanov's health here. Oh my god. Okay, he missed everybody. Wait a minute. It doesn't matter how powerful you are. It does not matter how powerful you are, right? You are absolutely worthless in the face of RNG. Even a god cannot do anything about that. So, wonderful, wonderful stuff. Zio's blinded. I'm not too worried about him. Just gonna DPS down the Genesis Raz here. Yeah, wow. That was disgusting, I'll be very honest. Setsuka giving that evasion for everybody. Nasty, nasty stuff. Oh yeah, we're gonna finish everyone off here, aren't we? Here we go. I can't believe that happened, honestly. Wow, just wow. And another miss too. I mean, he is blinded, so to be fair. Nothing really to see there. We'll go for this, go for the Genesis Raz, and at this point Rinok should have an S2, and we don't have an S3 just yet, I don't think. Yeah, so we'll be able to go here into the Raz, try and DPS him down, and at this point we should go for the Zio. He is fast, right? There we go, finished him off, and then Genesis Raz is going to go down to one of his old comrades, Rinok. This is not a canon event, but there you go, Genesis Raz. Not on Holy Sacrifice either, so no second revive. Not too bad, honestly. Setsuka showing us the power of RNG. People were giving me, some people, I shouldn't say a lot of people, a couple people in the comments of previous videos were giving me flack about banning Setsuka. They're like, why are you banning Setsuka? There's better choices to ban. You could have banned this and that, and then you would have died here and all this. I would rather just die to a Straze S3 to the face than have to gamble through Setsuka's RNG. Like, I'll just put that flat out right now. Losing to RNG has got to be one of the worst feelings ever, and that we didn't even see Genesis Raz's full damage potential there because Setsuka just existed, right? How sad is that? And it's a feeling that I don't want to have to experience or go through on some days. Some days I'm willing to take a gamble, but on other days I'm like, you know what, just cleave me. If you outdrafted me and your cleave works, just end me, right? It feels better to lose to skill than it does to lose to RNG. Right, so anyway, let's go ahead and continue here. What do we got? Ooh, I have first pick. Wait a minute, I can ban Rinok and Bossa Runka here. I do have to keep in mind Genesis Raz is available for play, but oh, Lady of the Scales is now gone. Perfect. I think what I'll do is I'll do I could go for Fallen Cecilia, but Empyrean Ilanov was kind of nice in that last match, wasn't she? She was pretty good. The only downside is we had to fight like an MLK Ron, so I am going to go for the Fallen Cecilia here, so I don't have to do that. He's going to go for ML Peyra. Maybe this is, okay, not a Genesis Raz player, unless he's trying to ban protect him, but if that is the case, I think we'll be fine. Empyrean Ilanov and Lone Wolf Peyra, I guess we could still DJB here. who would we, would Setsuka still work? I guess Setsuka can still work, right? Nothing's stopping us. But New Moon Luna does exist. I do have to, wait, hang on, keep that in mind. We can go, let's go DJB, and let's throw in New Moon Luna here. Genesis Roz would be a pretty good counter into New Moon Luna, but again, not everyone has him yet. He's something you have to look out for after the next week, I'd say. Look out for Genesis Roz like everywhere, but for right now, I think I'm safe. He goes for a C. Whoa, where's his damage output? Wait a minute. Is Lone Wolf Para his damage output? He's going for the Vigor buff. He has super defense now, right? Defense buff with the Vigor, defense buff with the Indomitable, Aram resetting. Oh yeah, no, this is looking... Honestly, this is looking kinda nasty, isn't it? What do we do? Lionheart Sirmia shouldn't be that bad, because C. Lilius does have dual attacks, so we could go for Lionheart Sirmia here. I think that's okay. We can also potentially go for... would Setsuka still work, or would we rather something else? Nah, I think Setsuka could still work here. It's a pretty low damage team, right? So the evasion and stuff for Setsuka could come in handy. I know I'm using her quite a lot lately, and I've been complaining about RNG and like losing to it sucks, but hey, I'd rather her be on my side than my opponent's side, so we'll go ahead and just snatch her up. And besides, she is admittedly a little bit fun to use sometimes, so yeah, let's run with it. Which of the Mira Tenebria is gonna get the axe, because I definitely don't want to fight against her, especially when I have no picks that essentially counter her here. He's gonna ban the Lionheart Sirmia, which is very understandable. But at this point, we have a New Moon Luna with some decent splash damage, some defense breaks, we have some healing, we have some tankiness, Setsuka's there for some damage, and he has nothing that really stops me from doing my counter attacks and such, so I'm really curious to see if this is like some Lone Wolf Para that's gonna screw me over big time here, right? The good thing is C. Lilius goes first. Someone's on protection set. That might be Empyrean Ilanov or the Aram. He's going to... Oh my god, he... Okay, I mean, I guess it makes sense. He has the effectiveness buff on the Aram, but DJB is now provoked. He is on Team Imprint, so his effect res is a bit lower here. I'm still surprised, though, that we're looking to be in not that great of a shape right now. Aram could potentially push up here and reset somebody, unless he wants Empyrean Ilanov to go do her thing first. He might go for the Lone Wolf Para, though. Return cycling on Para is pretty nice. Yeah, there we go. He is going to use Lone Wolf Para as his main DPS unit. I guess for the fixed damage, but this is where Fallen Cecilia really comes in handy. If I picked Empyrean Ilanov here, DJB might be on like half his health right now, so this is not bad. She did turn cycle out of her Vigor and stuff too. Not too bad. Okay, see, a lot of damage here, but it's okay. We do get to turn cycle out of our defense break. Unfortunately, everybody else is hit here though. He really wants to hit the DJB. Okay, he does not cleanse with the Empyrean Ilanov, which is very fair. He does not want to... He wants to save a cleanser, right? So I'm going to put some pressure on him. I'm going to go for an S2 here. If I can defense break the Empyrean Ilanov, nice. It might force him into cleansing a bit earlier than he would want. Let's see if I can throw back some of these onto maybe at least a C. Lilius, get that skill null for my entire team up. That would be really good. Ooh, not on the C. Lilius, but we do hit the Para, which is very, very nice. Okay, Empyrean Ilanov should be cleansing now, but if he does, we can come in with New Moon Luna. Oh, he's not. Ooh, okay. Very nice Setsuka, taking advantage of the defense break here onto his team. Yeah, we have a big debuffer in the form of Luna, but we also have Setsuka as well, who should be able to ignore the resistance of things like the C. Lilius and the Para on the other side, so it might not be bad. Nice, good counters. Unfortunately, we still have the attack down on us, so we're not dealing that much damage. Alright, Lone Wolf Para gets to go. She has an attack down, so with her Ubirus' Tooth and stuff, if she's... Actually, is she running that? If she's running Ubirus' Tooth... Yeah, she is. So it is going to deal less damage there, which is nice. Okay, let's go for an S3. Let's strip some buffs and ignore res. We are almost 25k health here with Setsuka. There you go, beautiful stuff. We can now go for an S3 to push up the team. Let's get immunity, so that Lone Wolf Para can't keep doing this to us, right? And at this point, if his Empyrean Ilinov doesn't do... Oh, actually, if he misses one more time... Okay, here it is. Here's the Indomitable. I was saying, if he doesn't pop his S3 now, we're just going to come in with New Moon Luna and just kind of seal everyone anyway. But Setsuka's going to come in, extra attack here. Let's see what we're able to do. How much damage are we able to pump out here? Nice hit onto the Lone Wolf Payra. Huge damage. Okay, I don't know. This Aram can't do anything. C. Lilius can't either. Let's just go for the C. Lilius anyway, so we can absorb the attack from the dual attack. There we go. Got a little berry on Setsuka. She should be able to heal with her next attack anyway. And I'll try to... Ooh, he does give up. Very nice. I was going to go ahead and soul burn it into probably the Empyrean Ilinov, try to burst her down as soon as possible. And then New Moon Luna would have come in and soul burned with her S3. So I think we kind of had that match on lockdown there. He didn't really have too much damage besides Payra. And Payra with Ubir's Tooth does add up, especially when you add in Vigor buff, giving a bit of attack there, right? And the exploiting weak points that Aram gives, but... Fallen Cecilia, guys, that fixed damage reduction is super strong. Maid Chloe is going to be amazing when she gets her buffs, right? Looking forward to that. But I have first pick again. Let's go ahead and ban Rinok and Bossarunka. Are we about to reach champion? We might. This is a challenger opponent. No Lady of the Scales for me, but that's fine. I prefer my opponents ban her as well. But let's go for the first pick, Fallen Cecilia, once again. The problem with Maid Chloe is she's not first pick material, in my opinion. Fallen Cecilia is really good as a first pick unit. But, ooh, Lone Wolf Payra once more. Okay, everyone's been kind of using that Ubir's Tooth tech ever since the World Championships and watching all the high-level players like Gomi on Me kind of destroy opponents with just that one unit, one artifact. Empyrean Ilinov, isn't this the same match that we just played? But hey, I'm not complaining. We'll go DJB and then we'll go New Moon Luna. If something works, you just keep going with it, right? So I guess this might be the new quote-unquote like meta draft. I haven't played in a couple of days. I don't know how the meta has changed since last I tried queuing. But maybe this is the meta. If this is the meta, I'm liking it because it's something that is really easily defeated, at least with the way I draft, with Fallen Cecilia mitigating a lot of this fixed damage. Let's see what their ban protection is going to be. New Moon Luna ban protected makes things a bit tricky on my opponent. He has 2 cleansers, technically, yes. But again, like with my last opponent, you can try to force debuffs onto certain units to make them cleanse early, and then you're kind of done for afterwards. So it's a war of attrition. And it's really just to see who can hold their S3 the longest. Let's see who... they pick here. Spirit Eye Celine, not a bad choice. I'll be very honest here, not a bad choice. But, Dragon Bride's... Ooh, hang on. Festivita is not a good choice here, because there's no way my opponent can hit her out of stealth. Is MLK-Ron good enough to fight the Spirit Eye Celine? He might be, and Setsuka... Maybe Setsuka can work here? I'm a little conflicted. I think if I go MLK-Ron, it might work, but at the same time, I really feel like this is a New Kid Aiden game, where if I can come in here with a New Kid Aiden and S3 into Dragon Bride Senya or Empyrean Ilinov, like, we'll deal so much injury damage that when we detonate it, it's gonna finish them off, right? So this might be the way to go. If they ban New Kid Aiden, I still think Setsuka potentially getting a lucky double counter into Spirit Eye Celine can finish her off too. Maybe we ban the Dragon Bride Senya. It really depends on the last pick. If it's a force ban, I ban it. If it's not a force ban, Dragon Bride Senya could be potentially the one to go, but you know what? We're going to get rid of the Mort so that we can still counter with all of my units. And he's banning Setsuka, which means New Kid Aiden is going to be the solo DPS here. New Moon Luna can do a lot of damage to Spirit Eye Celine with the S2, especially because we control Fallen Cecilia and our opponent doesn't. So let's see. Let's see if this works out for us. Let's go for... Ooh, how do I want to do this? Let's go for an S2 into the Dragon Bride Senya, yeah? I think that'll be quite good. No defense break, she's on Proof of Valor. Okay. Lone Wolf Pair is gonna go, and then Spirit Eye Celine is gonna go. Do I really want to do anything here besides try to stun Celine? No stun on Celine. Ah, that really sucks. It's okay. I didn't really want to push up the Aiden just yet. I don't want DJB to lose his damage mitigation, so we'll do this for now. If he hits Aiden, we do counter, get the Vigor buff, so it's okay. He's probably going to run down the clock just to S3, and then he's going to choose a target to S1. Maybe I should have S3. I don't know. He could maybe defense break. Actually, who could he defense break? Nobody, actually, now that I think about it. Fallen Cecilia has the immunity. Okay, we lose our skill effect nullifier there. He might go for the kill on Yumu Luna. There we go, there's the damage. He doesn't quite kill just yet. Is he gonna go for the kill here? It's a little risky. It's a bit risky to do it. Oh, he is. Ooh, he does not get it, but Dragon Bride Senya should be able to finish us off. Maybe I should have S3 with DJB. Maybe that was a little bit of a mistake. Alright, he really wants to finish off Yumu Luna. That's fine. Our goal right now is to finish off was it Dragon Bride Senya? So let's go for an S3 here. Dragon Bride Senya with the Immortal Kira gets so much combat readiness. She's able to go again real soon, right? But the skill null here is going to be kind of nice. And Aiden should be able to one-shot this Dragon Bride Senya if he does an S3. Let's see if he does. Let's see if he's... Okay, he does. DJB could also barrier invert too, so we'll see if he decides to... Oh no, he does. He does have Rise of Monarch. Unfortunately, Spirit Eye Celine, not the lowest percent health here. Kinda sucks. He is breaking skill nulls. That's fine. We can go for an S3 here. Although, I don't have Vigor, right? So that kinda sucks. I think I still go for it though. There's no reason not to. We still just go for the S3. Get a bunch of damage there. Right, very nice. And we got a bunch of injuries on her too, so we'll try to DPS her down as soon as we can. My opponent's essentially just going to avoid the new kid Aiden for as long as possible. I think what I'll do is we will barrier invert. I think that's, yeah, that's not a bad idea. We'll get rid of the immortality on everybody here. Barrier invert with DJB. This will help turn cycle us, yeah? And then what? We should strip the immortality off of the Spirit Eye Celine. I don't think she's a resist build. We'll see. Are you a resist build here? Let's go for this. Up? She might be a resist build. Okay. We will then go for... Let's go for the Lone Wolf Pair. Let's see if we can stun her. No stun there. That's 2 for 2, DJB. Missing your stuns. It's only a 35 or 40% chance, right? I think it's a 40% chance. Okay, Fallen Cecilia gets to go. I will try to provoke here. Can we provoke? Ooh, we do provoke, which means she doesn't actually have effect resistance. And unfortunately, we actually crit her and proc the Dragon Bride Senya, so not the best thing ever. Unfortunately, DJB already popped his S2. So this is not looking great for us at the moment. The only good thing is when Dragon Bride Senya S3s, we at least get New Kid Aiden to go. Alright, I think I either Soulburn this to heal, or I S3. I'm gonna try gambling. Nice stun. Gamble paid off. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Okay. Spirit Eye Celine, if she had gone there, I think it would have killed Fallen Cecilia, but nice chunky heal onto the FCC there, right? Soulburn for DJB is actually not that bad with scaling. Oh my god, that is... that is insane damage! Oh boy, how are we gonna do this? Can we even defeat Spirit Eye Celine at this point? He is just gonna go for an S1. Okay. Can I go for... this? He really doesn't want to hit the Aiden. Yeah, this is bad. I don't think we're going to be able to do this. Maybe if I saved the DJB's S2, I probably should have thought about that. Save the DJB S2 would have been kind of good for us there. Good counter. Unfortunately missed. A lot of fixed damage here. He might be able to finish off DJB. A little little hesitant now, a little iffy. Ooh. Yeah, he is gonna be able to do it. Okay, I don't think we stand a chance now. We still have Vigor, but at this point he has so much damage he can dump into us, and Spirit Ice Lane's gonna be lapping us as well. Yeah, this is not great. The only thing I can really do is to try to soul burn this. We can at least heal some health here, but it's not gonna be enough, and at least he missed. Still not good. We're still probably gonna die here. Oh, does this crit? Oh my god, he does crit. Ooh, I saw the little delay in the timer there. We did get crit. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Well played from my opponent there, but that also means we don't get to climb to champion. Whoa, only lost 8 points. That means my opponent's probably decently high ranking, now that I look at it. It means that he must be, or at least his elo, his like invisible ranking measure or whatever, that must be pretty high, right? He must be some sort of an Emperor or Legend player that's just climbing right now. Another Challenger player. Let's do it. Let's see if we can make it to champion. If we can't in this video, we'll hopefully do in the next one. But let's do, I don't get first pick, so we'll ban Lady of the Scales and Bossarunka. Last one here, guys. Come on. We gotta do it. The 3 matches so far, we're 2 for 3. Can we go 3 for 4? Rinok first pick is fine. We're normally a Fallen Cecilia gamer anyway, so let's go for FCC. Do I want to go for Zio? I don't necessarily want to, but can I go for... Could I still do it though? Oh, he banned Zio. Okay, we still have Harseti available to us actually now that I think about it. So maybe we go AROM. Yeah, let's go for AROM here. AROM FCC. This sets up really well for a Harseti play, because then my opponent can't take AROM into our Harseti, right? So we'll do this. We can go Harseti, maybe a dual attack unit like Afternoon Soak Flawn. That could be okay too into Rinok. Actually, that's going to be devastating into Rinok. We just need our opponents to not screw us over with their picks here. And what could be a really... I guess we could still go Setsuka as like the last pick. Oh no, never mind. My opponent's gonna go Setsuka. That's still okay. Genesis Roz. Is that okay into like a Harseti type team? Ooh. Afternoon Soak Flawn's gonna be really weak into this too, but I don't know if I really have a choice right now. I'm gonna go... Do we go down the Harseti route? I can go Harseti. I can also go Briarwitch Iceria. Yeah, I can go Harseti. We can go Briarwitch Iceria. We can also go, what else could we go for here? Harseti. Do we go the Afternoon Soak Flawn? I'm not sure we do. I'm not sure we do. We'll go Harseti. You know what, let's go Briarwitch. Let's go Briarwitch, because she is so good into the reviving from Genesis Roz and the fact that she can hit Setsuka. I'm gonna go for this. I would have loved to ban Protector, but I think we can still do it with a last pick here. It just really depends on what he decides to go for. I think Briarwitch might be the ban, but if Briarwitch is the ban, maybe like an MLK ROM can be decent here? Maybe, I'm not entirely sure. Rinok will turn cycle a lot, right? So we can maybe come in with an S3 that just nukes everyone into oblivion. Young Senya to pair with the Rinok is... okay, I guess that technically works. He has one more pick. Are we gonna ban the Young Senya though? I don't know if I really want to. I don't think I really have a choice. At this point, Afternoon Soak Flawn still looks okay. We could ban Young Senya and just look at what this last pick is, or we just ban Rinok, right? You could just ban Rinok as well. Oh, he does take the Afternoon Soak Flawn. Dang. Oh, that was honestly my biggest fear here, is that, yeah, she gets taken away. Oh, no, no, no. What do we do? Is Summer Break Charlotte good enough? No, I don't think Summer Break Charlotte's good enough here. I am gonna go for a Lionheart Surmia, and then we can let either the Young Senya dual attack into us, this counter attack into us, or this dual attack into us, right? We ban Rinok? Or do we? We either have to ban Rinok or the young Senya. I think it's fine to let Rinok through? I think it's fine to let Rinok through, right? We don't want him to cleanse and stuff with the young. I think I'll do this. He's gonna ban, yep, Lionheart Surmia. Alright, it is gonna be Briarwitch Assyria, versus the World. I don't have a Soul Burn, but I don't think my opponent has Effect Res on his units either. Let's see how it plays out, guys. Alright, Briarwitch Assyria, can you do this? Please, 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 into Genesis Raz. This is it. The Rinok, ooh, okay, kind of nasty in terms of the, I'm gonna try to go for an S1 here. We miss, oh boy, that's fun. Okay, come on, we need our, oh, he double attacks, okay. We need some stuns. We need our Abyssal Crown to proc. Nice, good Abyssal Crown there onto the Rinok. That's exactly what I needed. Let us just kind of go for an S1 onto the Flan. Ooh, nice dual attack there, beautiful. Setsuka counters, it's all good. Rinok loses a turn, and nice. Briarwitch Assyria gets to come in. Let's go for an S3. I need Aram to reset my Briarwitch. The turn order wasn't really in my favor here, but it's okay. Good amount of damage overall. We do still miss though. Kinda sucks, but we do go back into stealth. Raz can S2. He can really do some tank busting stuff here. He can S2 into an S3, but we at least get the vigor buff, I guess. He's gonna go for the Harseti. Okay. Reduced our max health, right? By half. And then he seals us. He is able to dual attack. Ooh, gets rid of the Harseti. This is not great now. Not great at all. Rinok is still defense broken, which is wonderful. And then Setsuka gets to go afterwards. Okay. He is going to be able to fully strip my units, though, and I don't like that. Oh my god, look at the damage coming in. Yeah, I think we lost this, guys. Setsuka's S3 is going to hurt a lot. The blind onto the Briarwitch is pretty much the nail in the coffin here. We have an 80% chance to miss right now onto everybody. Yeah, we essentially miss on everyone, too. So, not good at all. Rinok gets to go still. Yeah. Not looking pretty for us. He's gonna go for the S2 and then the S3. He's gonna try to get rid of the Fallen Cecilia if he can. Genesis Raw is pretty good, but again, I don't think he's the reason. I feel like there was just a turn order. I know for a fact my Briarwitch is faster than my Aron, but Harseti, it's my fault for picking Harseti. The speed RNG is what screwed me in the end. And the fact that he took the Afternoon Soak Flan too, it's a lifesteal build, that's kind of nasty. The lifesteal Flan here, I really wish I'd taken her, but I want to lock in the Briarwitch. I thought it would work. Looks like it didn't. Alright, well, let's just go for this as our Hail Mary. We'll just Soul Burn the S3. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll actually hit everybody. We got unlucky with the Briarwitch on the last hit, right? But now that we're blinded, there's 0% chance that we hit, so let's just do it. And then we'll probably have to concede here, but yeah. With that being said though, guys, we are not hitting the champion mark. Not just yet. Seems like they still want to allow us to have a little bit of fun before we start getting some RNG matches upon us. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.